everyone. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing good, and I hope everyone is ready for Columbina. Well, she will come up
People ought
tomorrow.
not be so frightened of
Ah,
ghosts. They are merely talking shadows,
yeah, merely
chattering away
talking.
endlessly about their past affairs. Be silent.
All right. Okay, so yeah, we have to prepare for Columbina anyway. We do have 98 wishes. I think by tomorrow it will be 99 or something like that. We are gonna complete because we haven't completed our conquests. So in version of Genesis, Fact 3 is still pending. So because of that, we have to finish up Kazuha's story quest first. Okay, so we are gonna do that today, and that's why we are here. Kid Kajai, we are not playing with him yet. Um, but yes, we are gonna complete the Kazuha quest so that I can finish up the Archon quest later in the day. I won't be doing it on stream. I'll be doing it on my own time once I'm done here, right? And then also we will also be going to go look for places where we'll be doing the wishing tomorrow. Okay, so that's also we'll be doing. But hey, let's start the quest
While
first.
since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
Yeah, as if in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
Huh?
Okay, someone's coming. Okay, be careful. Who's that?
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Keep your distance.
Okay, he's dead.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've
What's
got
that
the right
sword?
person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Yep, he's a
He
companion of
carries a
ours.
sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Yeah, why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business.
It is. He's our companion.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Okay, he just attacked us,
What
got
the
his
heck
ass
is
kicked, and
this
moved
guy's
away.
problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces? Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazua.
Very smart, for once.
Hey, don't be mean. I'm smart lots of the time.
Yeah, but you're annoying too,
Anyway,
Paimon.
just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazua right away and tell him to watch his back.
Yeah, let's do that.
What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have special connection to
A
Kazuha.
special connection? You mean, yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway,
Yeah, I
there's no
know.
time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuma so we won't get into any danger.
Okay, let's look
Paimon
for
heard that the
Kazuha.
Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Okay, let's go to the Crux Fleet, shall we? A strange and friendless road. Alright, so here's Kazuha's story quest getting started. Where are they? In Vito. Alright. He's on the pier, huh? Somebody else. Hey, Xiao.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuma is?
You're looking for Kazhua too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
What do you mean, two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazhua. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazhua keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but
Oh, so
Yeah, but he
you
did
still
fight
don't know what he
against,
did.
I've heard
The
bits and
Archon.
pieces. Something about him
The-
blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso
Yeah.
no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal
Yep,
as everyone's
it is.
making it out to be?
You could compare that to technique Fido used to strike the Aishin.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Yeah, after all, the Warden Shogun's mindset had changed.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Oh, thank you. The service. Alright. Let's go. Is there nearby? I remember when we were initially coming to Inazuma, we have to just, try to sneak in. Alright. Let's go to Tenryou Commissioner. Oh, Kazhua is there. Why such a serious tone?
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the
Kamasi.
Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate.
Okay, that's
Your
nice.
hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I have heard a thing or two.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this clan, but there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya.
Oh,
Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil.
oh, even
We later
Kamisato clan.
learned that the whole
Okay.
misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive
Why
punishment
does
borne by
Kujo
his
Kamadi
clan in the
sounds like one
past.
of the streamers?
In the interest of preventing further harassment of the bladesmith clans by the Fatui,
What is
we
name?
chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations.
This is a true
I think I
honor.
used to hear this
I am
streamer
delighted to be in a position
back.
to
I
receive the
haven't
goodwill of
listened
the
to him
Almighty Shogun
sometimes.
and the Shogunate at large. However, would
What
I
was
be
his name?
correct to assume that
slime
this
one
magnanimous gesture does
was,
not come
I
without some
don't
strings
remember.
attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more. You will be
Okay.
able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the
Ah,
Almighty
he's
Shogun's
going with the
blessing
wind.
and full
He's not
support
gonna
of the
stay here.
Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements.
Exactly.
I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors?
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated.
Really?
They cannot accept the idea that Mr.
Like he did.
Kaidahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazhua was using a delusion began to spread.
Really? But he's using the vision of his friend.
Sense.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, but perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Yeah, somebody's looking for you and they're trying to kill you.
Why would
Seems.
such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Do you have any siblings?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art,
Oh, okay.
focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more
Okay.
reason
Maybe
to
somebody
watch your
from
back.
your
This
background,
guy was a
ancestor,
serious
or something like that.
nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
Alright.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
You too, Kujogamaji.
Come
You
on.
too.
Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Alright, let's do that. That's not our aggressor. That's basically an
The
aggressor for
detective
you.
agency
You
knows
are
the
just,
most about what goes on in town.
what you can say.
Let's
You're
see
just,
what Ryuji has to say.
oh, what was the word for that? Casualty. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go now. Let's see. Okay, we are going to the blacksmith, huh? There's a quest there. 2 quests. But we cannot work on there. Okay, hey Ryuji.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him?
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To
Really?
be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
I hope you haven't provided
Some of
that.
them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the
Millions?
information they
Wow.
want.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
Yeah. So they sure are Sophia.
Sorry, I got a little off topic, but I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryo Commission had very few leads, and I thought you might have some information from different sources.
Yeah.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryo Commission would absolutely get involved.
Yeah, that does make sense. They don't want
make
people to be
sense.
assaulted down the
Uh-oh.
street, don't they?
Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving praise? Nah, it was not easy for me to fight him off.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that
Yeah,
moment.
sometimes you just get in
You are
with the heat
much
of the
too humble.
moment.
Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the
But he
last few
does remember
days.
something.
Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato.
Okay.
The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same
Where we
time.
make our own boats, right?
I
A
recall
couple
this
weapons.
because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Yeah, we'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good.
Alright. Let's go talk to the smiths, shall we? It's here only, right?
Unrelenting patience and willpower
Yeah.
to move mountains.
Here it is.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and
both
Amenoma
swordsmiths,
clans were
right?
both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links
Raiden
between the
Gokaden.
2 clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Why didn't Gokaden?
Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma.
Really?
The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun, and over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade.
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties, and just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water, as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day
And
in
patience.
and day out. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called
Ishina.
the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind, for only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner.
Okay.
You are, without a
Okay.
doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my... But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far.
Yeah, they must
He
have
didn't say a
lot of
word
log.
before he left,
Backlog.
which is
Of
very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the
A fire?
warehouse. Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, It must have been some kind of rare weapon. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging,
Okay, that's why you
but has always
teaching
had a
somebody else,
fondness
huh?
for blade testing. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth
Okay,
be
good to
told,
know.
we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind.
Is that so?
Seem to be matching the
Yes.
personality of the attacker.
If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get the info from the Nagata family.
Yes.
Let's go
It
talk to
sounds
them,
as if
shall we?
something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato house.
Okay, or maybe there's a third one involved, right? That? Bob, okay. So... I don't know, from a couple of days the ping has gone really bad. It's almost like 160. Okay, Nagato Sachiko. Okay, hey, it's Nagato.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My
We are
husband
not
has
debt
gone
collectors.
missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
You're definitely dead,
For
so
example,
what's happening?
Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him.
Oh, he was just a
Everything
hoarder.
was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
Maybe a
I'm
cross
happy
weapon?
he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink.
Yeah, that
After
can
I said
happen
those
when you are
words,
addicted to
he
certain things.
froze.
Even if it
and was
is
silent
as
for a long
nonchalant
time.
as just collecting stuff.
When his voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Correct. You shouldn't be doing that.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he
applies to
had
the Gacha
actually
gamers
come
too,
to his
by the way.
senses. The next thing I
If you're
heard was that
playing
our
this
warehouse
game,
had caught
do not
fire,
borrow money, do not
and both he
put
and
your
the buyer
financials
had
into a
gone missing.
state where you cannot
I
get out of
see.
it. Okay,
Ame Yuya came to purchase a weapon from
so
Mr.
just be
Nagato.
careful and be responsible with
During
your
the
finances,
sale, a
please.
fire broke out at the warehouse,
The other day I just
and
heard
both
something
men
where
disappeared.
At
person put up
first, I
thousands of
assumed they
dollars
must
that
have
they
gotten
were
into an
supposed to give
argument over
for
the
their
price. But my husband has
instrument.
never been one to
That was so
negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so...
Maybe
Don't do
he
that.
was
Don't be
feeling
that
the
stupid.
pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home, now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire.
That's bad.
And he's got... Even
All
though I'm still a
collectibles
little
lost, huh?
mad at him.
After
We're
putting
a
so much money
family,
in it.
and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period.
Exactly.
But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who... This situation is getting a little
It
confusing.
has to be a cursed
A
artifact.
little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much.
Okay, she's missing him. But yeah, the people have to... Right? I think they just
Based
took
on the information we've
you know,
gathered so far,
they
I
just
can only
took all the
surmise
library
that the
from
sales
the
meeting
Gacha game
between
where
the
they
two men
designed
was
the story
somehow
quest, I
the
guess.
catalyst. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp
In
and...
a collectible store? Really, Paimon?
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Yeah, perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth.
An interesting explanation. Ame Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he
True.
recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryo Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details. But it's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine how they would have been able to reach an agreement. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Ame Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I
It could
ponder
be he
it,
killed him
the
and
more
then put the
puzzling it
fire.
becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, Ame Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but it...
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay.
They will be
But
happy.
where
At least
should we
they'll
go
know what
now?
happened.
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse.
Yeah, that's the most logical conclusion. Let's go where this fire happened. Let's be fire investigators now. Arson. That's what it's called, right? Not fire investigators. Arson.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Really?
This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament.
Yeah,
so...
I know we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound.
Really? What are you looking at?
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It
Okay,
felt
let's
very
follow.
much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Tatarigami? What's that?
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Okay, let's do that.
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with.
Okay.
The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back.
This makes sense.
I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's dangerous.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this.
Yeah, like no Hitatachi. No? And that too. From the Violent Shogun.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So in the end, it was just a scare.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
Where does the
All we
weird
can do
boogeyman
now
came
is
up
keep
from?
searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami.
Let's hurry.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from.
Yeah, and
Quiet
clear
your
it up.
mind and focus on what you sense around you.
Okay, let's do that. Have to find. Okay, the black energy is what we're looking for. Hello, Mr. Fox. Okay, there it is. It's going in this direction. Oh, I was about to fall.
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
So, Mr. Nagato and Aminoma Yuya. Okay, let's search the area, shall we? We are looking for those 2.
Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, that's done.
Ugh! Look at this red stuff!
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. Well, let's take a look.
No. I'm in Nagato. I was wounded by Aminoma Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. Okay, so Yuya does attack him. Oh, fine. You're not reading fully.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Aminoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls.
Yeah, let's ask Taya.
Yes.
And check.
Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Aminoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right! So let's get moving!
Okay. It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a
They're really
practitioner of the
bioenergies.
martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Okay,
Wait.
let's go.
You figured it out?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. On with the search. We must stay vigilant.
Okay, let's go search further, shall we? To the mist. I think we are going to that small island, aren't we?
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure.
But the wind
But on
is
closer
here.
examination, I sense that the aura may have
Check.
lingered here at
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Okay. The attacker is here.
Kaidehara Kazhua. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazhua?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Miyuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Miyuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Oh,
Now that you mention it,
he's possessing it.
it is
The
giving
blade
off
is
a
possessing the
strange
guy.
light. Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, or rather as a means to occupy Ame no Miyuya's body.
Okay.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy.
Okay.
In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaidehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea He was a bladesmith of great
he went to
renown,
Shinesnaya,
a
huh?
master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the
Aren't you being
greatest
a
of
bit more
strength, but
self-righteous
also
right now,
endowed me
Mr.
with a
Blade?
consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So,
It's a bit
Sword
too much, isn't it?
can become conscious?
And control people?
Control...
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I
Henry
controlled
just
the
got a
minds of
scoop of
countless
degree
hosts
abolished,
along the
right?
way,
And he's
each
able to
bringing
get
me
in.
one step closer
Yeah.
to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power,
Okay.
the might
It's
of
getting
Ishin
agitated.
art.
So Ame no Miyuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
Like you are the
When
two
they got
to
tired
serve
or
war.
injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's
Blade.
warehouse until Aminoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. Kaedehara Kazhua, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come.
Okay.
Now, give your body over to me!
Nope, not happening.
Let the show begin. Huh.
One with nature.
It all adds up. And sever that divine life.
Okay, you said.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too.
Your
Yeah,
bluff's
try,
fooling
yes.
no one. You've lost.
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced.
That will
I
smash
can
you into
take a new
pieces.
vessel at will. The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By
Bad.
any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
Yeah, we didn't
As
get
I've
that.
mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminoma Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
Yep, you are.
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess it, now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped.
Really?
After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Okay.
Only when Mr.
Maybe
Nagato
Yuya
witnessed
had.
his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminoma Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal!
What goal is that?
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art, even if you were to sever that divine light. Is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired? Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
Okay, so what
It is
now?
pointless to argue further.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
I think he is.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Okay.
Don't do this, Kazhua!
He has made up his mind, so let him do it.
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet. The Cursed Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
Okay, makes sense, but everybody has some obsession.
Even if
One way or
things
the
take a
other.
turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Alright, fine.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Okay. The blade is with us now. Actually, it matches his all the theme of Kazhua.
Kazhua?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
If something feels off, let me know immediately.
I will.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazhua?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
let's do that then.
Hyman remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
That should fit the bill.
Ah,
Let's go
all
get some
right.
Ronins, shall we?
What about Amenoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The
Nothing.
blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Okay, if you say so.
Sure, this is a good idea. It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Alright, let's see where we have to go. Okay, I think we can reach it quickly. My ping is back to 140, 150. Oh, let's see. Let's pick this guy up. I'll go there. Oh. Let's go up. This is the place where we have, Kujo Kamachi fought with the others, right? The same place. Yep, it is. Okay, we need wind, but I think we will get Kazhua in, so should be fine. Let's start. Okay. Let's
Leave
go
everything
fight.
on this journey to me.
Let's check his stats quickly. 11 under 572 elemental mastery, 3312. Weapon is prized Ishin blade. Wandering striker. Okay. That's fine.
One with nature.
Okay, they all should die now. Okay, cool. They're dead.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though
Okay.
he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Right, let's go fight other ones, shall we?
Something else on your mind?
How strange.
Well, it's strange.
Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm.
Okay, so
Let's
he's trying
keep
to
going.
sync with you. Okay, so... Oh, there's a chest. Thank you. This background music, this is really, really good.
Let's get down to business. Into the wind.
Oh, we lost all the energy already? That's not nice. Can you guys come this way? Thank you. Now we can use this. If we got more of them, then we'll
Time to
use
go.
it.
What a lucky day. Falling leaves, adorn my night.
Did it?
Whoa. Something's up with the blade.
Yeah, it's grown dimmer.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield.
Really?
He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
Alright, let's
What
go
would
forward
that
with
do to
that.
Amanome Yuya?
He
I
still
will be
needs
careful
to
with it.
release him.
He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Okay. Let's go forward then, shall we? Okay, we got quite a bit of energy back. That's okay. They are just Kazhua.
Nature.
Yeah, we can save.
The wind knows me.
We can kill it quite safely.
One with nature. Time to go.
Let's
Clouds
go.
high. The birds call.
Okay, dead.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes,
Not exactly.
and it looks like he's reached his limit.
The shine's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Is this the same blade as before?
Yeah,
It
the
looks like
wear
a
to it
piece
is
of
severe.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe
Yeah.
you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power.
Okay,
But regrettably, we are nothing alike.
Hmm.
I will never
don't know what to
understand
say
your
about that.
obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you, the only one who truly understood you, had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Here they are! Take them down!
Okay, more Karagi, huh?
Where do they keep coming from?
You should fight with this blade anymore.
Yup. We can help this time.
Don't worry,
We do.
I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
Alright, cool. Let's see. 3312. Light blade. Really? Okay. I imagine that he'll have that.
One with nature.
No. Let's go the ultimate.
Adorn my knight!
Yep.
You fought way better with your own sword.
Of course, he has all
You
the
are a true
blueprint with that.
Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
You
Indeed,
didn't reach harmony.
no matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
Really?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power: skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form,
conscience.
my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to
Certainly
him,
couldn't.
"Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Yeah, release Yuya, please.
Where are you going, Kazhua?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Okay. Let's just let the evil, sword go in as us, huh? Okay, let's talk to him.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path.
I'm just
This
looking at the
blade
chest
has
behind
committed
it.
unforgivable atrocities.
It's
Shame
too late
it's
now.
too...
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
Sure, let's do that. And before we go, let's pick up this chest, exquisite one, and get a few sigils. We'll offer it up to the tree and see what we can get.
I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Ame no Mayuya, but I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So,
Okay, so he's still
may
having
I
ambitions
ask
on.
you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey!
You
Now
wanted to
you're
get
adding
reforged?
noise into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazhua? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again.
Okay.
Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Ame no Mayuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you.
Okay.
You must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
Yeah, because he is supposed to be a very mild-natured person.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him
The
and his
voice note
actions.
changed.
But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryu Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Okay, let's go. Let's find some place for ceremony, shall we? Okay, got some mystic ore and some level material. Yeah, we're gonna go. Okay, that's a beat. I could play. Finally, it's back to 130. Yes, it should be somewhere like 90, 95. But the ping is
This
still going
reminds
up and down.
Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
Yeah, that was a much more relaxed occasion.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay.
Yep.
All successor of Ishin art, Kaedahara Kazhua.
Successor of Amenoma art, Amenome Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Okay, so they are fighting.
The wind knows me. Wind Strider.
It's fine.
Okay, we still haven't got the whole thing. Oh, you're getting a general while we're fighting.
Clouds
Okay,
high.
this should do it.
Birds come.
He's still not dead? Oh, he is. He just got
Thank you
defeated.
for the experience, although he appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness, nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazhua. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes, I too trust Mr. Kaedahara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
What
Oh,
does he
let's
want
go
to
do
go
that.
there for?
Yeah, get reforged maybe.
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Okay. Let's go to Smithy, shall we? Alright.
It's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
A prized Ishin blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility, but I have some good news as well. Ryuji, from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency, tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? So he's not
Really?
dead?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazhua? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. I have decided to let him do it.
Okay. That decision yours.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
Okay, so he's reforging it, huh?
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
Okay, that was a nice ending, actually.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
Yeah, the remnants of the fated gods are nothing to scoff at.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazhua.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Thank you.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation, and it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Yep, let's go do that. Let's finish up that Kujokamaji, element. Let's close that chapter, shall we? In front of the Google decree. Ah, this is where they have installed all the visions they have gotten. Alright. Hey, man.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amano Mayuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow,
That's good to
you
know.
sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and
I think it'll
restore
be called
him.
misfortune,
I also
not a
promised him
fortuitous.
that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazhua?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Yeah, let's see where the wind takes you. Alright. So I think that was the end of Kazhua Story Quest. I hope you all have
You
enjoyed
must
it.
have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida.
Oh, we
I'm
got
always
the
ready to
blade
ask
too.
her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else?
Okay, I just
And
want
as
to
for you,
finish it up
sister-
before.
Whew.
Well,
So many
everyone keeps on
questions.
talking.
Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
Okay, alright, so this was the end of Kazuha's Story Quest. I hope you have enjoyed it. And I'm again back to 999 ping. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll get back to you guys soon. Most probably tomorrow when we'll join in. We will be pulling for Columbina, and I will come back. Actually, I'll end the stream right now. Give me a few minutes, and we'll stream again with the Columbina power-ups. Right? Cool. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll talk to you guys again. Bye.